Hi everyone, it's Mr. F here again. I'm here with my clarinet. I'm doing my conclusion video for this last week before we go on winter break. I'm going to be playing my two scales that I told you about. My goal was to play my C scale and my G scale on clarinet at 100 beats per minute, eighth notes at 100 beats per minute. So I'm going to show you first what it sounds like. I'll play the metronome for you, and I'll do the scales, and then I'm going to do a couple of exercises. I'm going to show you what I did to practice it. Hopefully that helps you out if you're having trouble with your scales. Here we go. This is 100 beats per minute, and I have an eighth note click, so you're tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock. That's why it sounds like that. Here's the C major scale first. And now my G scale sounds like this. All right. So as you can tell, I practiced it not even that long a day, probably 5 minutes a day, but it's because I have really good tools that I use to practice my scales. So I want to go through real quick, in about a minute or so, a couple of different techniques you can use to practice your scales. So I'll use the C scale because that's the one I think most of us on clarinet know. Instead of playing it straight like this, where you just have eighth notes, what you can do is a dotted rhythm. Now I know not all of you know what a dotted rhythm is in this exact context, but here's what it sounds like. All we're doing is we're making one of the notes long and one of the notes short. So the first time I'm going to do long, short, long, short, long, short, long, short, long. It sounds like this. Now I articulated that so you could hear it a little bit better. Here it is slurred. So you can hear long, short, long, short, long, short, long. What this does is it forces your fingers, you can rest on one, and then you can go boom, ba-bum. You have to do two notes quickly in succession, and then you have a little bit of time to wait on the long note and think, okay, where does my finger have to go next? Oh, there you go, and you can do two at a time. The same thing can happen where you do short, long, short, long. Ready? Yeah. So with a metronome, it sounds like this. Here's long, short. Ooh. And then short, long sounds like this. Okay. So hopefully that gives you a little bit of a practice tip to be able to do your scales a little bit better. Obviously, you don't have to do them this fast. I recommend going really, really, really slowly at first so you can really focus on where your fingers are moving and not having any tension in your keys, in your fingers when they play the keys. So I hope you found this useful, interesting, entertaining, any of those things. Let me know if you have questions about it, and I will talk to you all very soon. Bye.